Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome back to another one of my podcast episodes. I'm Ryan, and I want to talk to you about the teachings of union and how they've changed my perception, my perspective, and have taken me to a deeper level of understanding, spiritual maturity, abundance, and depth. And that they were really what I was calling in, what I needed in order to align with my union. And how many students of the teachings of union have attracted their physical unions. So growing up, I was always a hopeless romantic. I was always somebody who desired true love. And I was shot down a lot because I wanted too much. And of course, I was young and still, naive to really understanding what love was in some direction, as in your ultimate lover. But I was always looking for that. And it always was a knowing in my heart of I'm gonna be with somebody forever. But I would see and hear people talk about marriage, and I always felt like it was thrown around like a word. It didn't really mean much to people, and it didn't really ever look like something that I wanted. And a lot of the time I would see, people around me getting married as I got older, and even the marriages that I saw in family were not, something that I really felt in my relationships, in what I was searching for. And though I didn't know exactly what I was searching for, I knew that I had a pretty strong character about myself, a pretty strong knowing of what I liked and, what I was looking for. And of course, in my beginning relationship, through high school, it was very, teenager-esque and sexually driven. There wasn't much connection at all there. And I had a lot of health issues that manifested through puberty, actually, based on trauma that I was going through that I wasn't really aware of from a younger age. And it kind of played out in my relationship and continued to play out in my next relationships, even when I met my twin flame. But when I met my twin flame, I finally saw the person that understood me on a spiritual level and wanted to explore the spiritual side of me and wanted to help me there and show me the way. And she did. And that's how I got, acquainted with twin flames. And that's how I found the teachings of union. And here I am as a twin flame ascension coach. So I guess why I'm here in this 10-minute podcast for TikTok purposes is to let you know that it's safe to continue to develop your depth and to go all in with where this journey of life takes you. And if it takes you to a place where you want to dive in do it. If you feel like certain things aren't for you, don't do it. But you have to really get clear on what you want in your life. If you want the greatest love possible, you're going to have to do a lot of work for that. We see so many twin flames in separation, right? The reason is because this is the hardest thing to achieve. I mean, a relationship with someone that's actually harmonized and pursued in its true form is not easy, because there's the world's view of life that we all have taken on. There's fear, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of past experiences, a lot of pain. And what these teachings have shown me is how I have the power to navigate these emotions and purify myself of the world's view and the worldview that I created, and create a new world of heaven on earth within my own self. And as I do that, I attract my own self, my twin flame. And yeah, I was a person who went through a lot, mentally, physically, emotionally. Lucky I'm here, I guess I could say, but not lucky, just, happy, grateful that I'm here and, have been able to take on these teachings, because they've really saved my life in the sense of they were what I was searching for. And the teachings of union are very simple but profound. And they're all about self-love and knowing that anything that's externally affecting you, you can work through your emotions about and find peace in. And so you learn that the twin flame journey is just all about your peace, attracting all that is you and all is meant to be in your life. So if there are traumatic experiences that you've endured with or without your twin flame, they need to be healed in order to have harmonious union, which is peace at your core and an understanding of your oneness at your core, because you may have fears of this. You may have resistance to just being loved, to being in love and connected to love completely without anything falling from the sky and something bad happening to take you out of peace. Of course things are going to come up. Of course you're going to have to go through many dark night of the souls, but you have the power to overcome all of this and attract your union. And we see this in my community. There's many unions now. Many of my friends are in union. I've spent time with them in person. It's a beautiful thing to know so many that have walked this path. And my spiritual teachers, they created these classes and this teaching to help twin flames to come together with theirs and to make it easier on you and I. Instead of feeling like you're in the dark and you don't really know what's going on, you learn that you're in command, you're in control, and the support helps. And so, as an ascension coach, my job, and I knew this was going to be my job even before these teachings. I used to say it to my twin, we should do coaching on this connection and, watching YouTube readings and all these things, but I didn't see anybody bring that healing power, that tool, like the mirror exercise. And so that's been the game changer for me. I really recommend checking it out. And also, you can just send me a direct message or email me at twinflamesreality.com, and I can send you a free Twin Flame Ascension course just to get you started on understanding the healing journey on this path. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.